So I'm Isabel Brash. I am the founder and managing director of Cocobel Chocolate. The very first time I thought about chocolate in a serious way, or in any way actually, was when I was home on the holidays from my school for my studies. I was studying architecture, and I went to a food festival and I saw these chocolate bars selling that I'd never seen before. It looked like something from Trinidad and I was very proud of it. I was like, oh, I have to buy one of these because it looked beautiful. It had a drawing of an old estate cocoa house on it. It was called Grand Cooper. I said, wow, who's making this? This is so great. I went home with it, I ate it, never tasted a chocolate like that before. And I turned it over to see, who was making it, where it was made, and it was all in French. Everything about that chocolate it sort of haunted me. It was like, the beans are from here, the look is from here, the name is from here, so why isn't it being made here? I told my brother, who's a chocolate fiend, oh, guess what, I'm going to try to start making chocolate from what I was researching. When he said, well, I can get for you. We have on the estate, I didn't even know there was an estate. This farmer was selling land very close to their business and really was begging them to take it from them, and threw it in the oven. Started playing around, taking notes with roasts, and yeah, that's how it started. And from the time I first saw that there was beans grind into liquid, I think that's what, I always say it's a cocoa jumbie. I always say that's when I got obsessed completely. First thing I did, my first exhibit, my coming out thing was at the Real Cocoa Foundation meeting. Some people were very excited because the artisan chocolate making industry was really not big at that time. They were like, what are you? Who are you? What are you doing? And so it was that meeting that I realized what I was doing was very important because it touched some nerves. And I was like, right, I need to continue doing this because why aren't we making our own chocolate? And why is it an issue? The difficult part was getting through to everybody, to the whole market, the whole country. Like what are we doing here? So I started taking part in small markets, and then that was no sales initially and a lot of talking because who is spending? People didn't understand the product. It was like, what is this? It was really hard because I was so excited and I thought, I thought people should feel like I felt, like this is something that I'm making from the earth, like this is us, like from the bottom to the top, it's all us, you know what I mean? I think as people became more aware about food systems in general and how they work, then we start getting more conscious consumers. I mean, eating is a political act, right? So by choosing what you eat, you're actually, in politics. So making good decisions. So the next step is we have a few projects actually we are working on. So I'm expanding into a more agro-tourism space. I want to involve more education. A lot of people want to do tours here, but the space is too small. That's important to get them excited to understand that everything can be done here and everything is from here, and you can literally grow trees and make this stuff, I like to grow, so it's no point in starting a business if you're not going to keep growing. So for me, it's fantastic, it's positive, it's exciting, but it's also intimidating because everything I'm doing, I've never done before. Cocobel for me is not only about the cocoa, it's about local pride, it's about local food, and also just how we feel about ourselves. You can package it and give it to somebody and be like, hey, look, this is how we speak Trini and chocolate. That's what I love to say. It's like a language, it's just a taste of who we are. I'd like to thank TT Chamber for recognizing Cocobel Chocolate for the SME Small Award, and also thank you Republic Bank for sponsoring this category.